What notebooks did I end up using throughout the year, and will things change in 2025? Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here for the 2024 journal lineup and flip through. Ooh, now I don't want to give away the plot, but my journal lineup for 2024 was stellar. I'm cheating a bit though, because we're at the end of the year and I'm saying that with pure confidence. When I made the decision to change to, in 2023, to a smaller size notebook for both my Swatch notebook and my writing journal this year, I wasn't sure it would work. I was used to the larger A5 size and I was having lots of room to put down color and explore my thoughts. But thankfully, what I found out was that the smaller size, the B6 size, was just right. Not too small, not too large, just enough room. Must have been channeling Goldilocks somehow in there. Yeah, maybe. Here's a quick flip through of those notebooks, the ones that I used this year. And by the way, I decided to do a 2025 journal lineup in January instead of trying to cram it in now when so much was going on. Anyway, let's get to the overhead. Every ink that came into the studio, I was hoarded in this one notebook. Everyone. This is my Midori B6 Slim notebook. And because mess was gonna happen, because we know mess happens, I put a cover over it. And the cover is called the Midori MD Cordoba paper cover. And I talk about that in quite a few videos, previous videos, and I took the front cover out so you can see. Look how beautiful that cover still is. And that's what we get. And let's see if I can put this back in. I don't know if we can right now without me. Oh, that was easy. That was easy. There we go. This is my Swatch book. It got very inky, which I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. I periodically still flip through this because look at all that. Look at that color. Oh my God. Okay. What I want to do is actually go through the book really quickly, really quickly. She says, maybe not so. Anyway, so let me go beginning. And I was supposed to put something there and I never did. In the beginning, this is the beginning of Currently Inked. This is January Currently Inked. And I separated Currently Inked. So all in the first pages are Currently Inked for the whole year. And I think I'm going to change it up in 2025, but we'll see. Anyway, in the beginning, I was testing ways to swatch the ink. And if you've watched any of my Swatch Tools we swipe from everywhere, and I think I now have 2. There's one more coming out because I have that many Swatch Tools I found out about. Y'all are really good. Y'all are interesting too. That's partly what those videos were about. It was a way to test how to swatch. So this is currently in January. And there wasn't, I didn't know how to do it. I think this is one of my favorite pages, just the ink above. And let's just keep going. This is, oh, I think I made a mistake there. This is February. And that's when I started doing these baggy swatches and including them because I loved the interplay of color, mainly because the swatch that I did here, which was cotton swab, this and this. Look at the information that this is giving you, this swatch, and the information this is giving you. That's why I started doing this. I love that. That's February. And then this is March, and March turned into April. So March and April are currently here. I forget why I put them together or why April, I didn't have anything for April, but look at that. Look at that. Razzmatazz. See that? Razzmatazz. That's so cool. And then we got into May. Look at that. And May was the blues edition, if I remember correctly, with an outlier. And this turned out to be yuck. Absolutely yuck. This is when I figured out that I love this color. This Colorverse Umbridge, one of my favorites. Actually, if you've watched my Fave Inks video already, you will see that Umbridge was one of my top 10 for 2024. Anyway, this is June. June, I did 30 inks, and I'll open this briefly because it's a big old, I wanted to record it in the book, but I put it on this paper. So those, let me turn it this way. So those are all the inks I used for the 30 days, all the pens, all the things, all the things. So that was 30 days in June. And then for July, I inked up, what did I do for July? I inked up, there's 10 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think July was the first time I inked up 6, and then I inked up another 6. I can't remember now. Wow. That is not even a few, that's brain's gonna brain. And then for August is when I started that. I inked up these for August, and then I had this thing where every 2 weeks, the second week in the month, I'm going to see how any of these worked, and then I inked up these as well. Benu had Earl Grey. Benu Earl Grey had Colorverse Haho, and I changed it to Diamine Sloth halfway through. Anyway, and then we have October. October was Seasons of Color. I love doing that. Love doing that. And I only replaced 4. I only actually did replace 4. You can see my Sailor Sensui Kamashika, 2 colors in it, and I ended up not liking either. And then I put Bah Humbug in my Lamy Pink Cliff. Bah Humbug became one of my top 10 inks. And I remember seeing in a response to a comment someone wrote, and I said, I believe Bah Humbug would actually be in the top 5 inks for 2025. So that. I love this. Seasons of Color really, really pleased me. And then, currently inked for November was over here. I'm trying to see, when did I do? Yeah, currently inked for November. I have no clue why I put it here and not over there in currently inked. Anyway, that's by the by. Currently inked was November, 30 inks, 30 days. And for one reason and another, I only got to 15 days. So it became 15 inks in 15 days. That's all I got to, which was kind of, I had it all prepared. See, that was going to be the rest. Yep, designed these sheets in Canva, and I loved it and did not get very far. Let's go back to here, because the last one is December currently inked, and these are the inks that are still in my pen right now, although I really do need to choose the next supply. The one that, of all of these, 2 of them are just like, dang girl, you need to use these inks more often. These 2, Tom Studio Rambling Rose, love writing with this. And Asvine P20 had the Colorverse Sunbeam, which is part of the Colorverse's first calendar, ink calendar. That is such a good writer. Alrighty, so now we'll do swatches, regular swatches. So all of this was currently inked, and I had it in the beginning of the book. As I said before, I think I won't just separate it like that. We'll see if I continue that. Oh, look, there's extra pages I didn't use. Oh, because I had extra. Okay. This was the first part of the swatching. I did a top top pen and ink pairings for 2023. These are the ink selections that were the top ones. I kind of like Frog Green Shimmer. Wow, I forgot I used that. Boy, I have so many. I remember thinking when I did these 6 inks, wow, I don't have many inks. Well, lordy, 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 that's not the same anymore. I cannot say that. What did I do? I don't know where I did. I'm gonna look for that. Oh, okay. Anyway, I do have it in there, what I'm looking for. I'll show that in a minute. So these were the top pens for top inks for 2023. These are the ones that got the 10s in currently inked. And here is, everything else is just any ink that I swatched that I got in is swatched in here. This was a Goulet Pens haul. I don't know the last time I bought from them. I don't know. Oh, and this one, that I don't use noodlers anymore. I remember these. Rose Gold, I was disappointed somewhat with Rose Gold Antiqua. Yeah, Fire and Ice I haven't used again. Wow, I don't think I've used any of these inks again since swatching them here and putting them in. Okay, this is my first, no, this is my third Inka Ease. I have a gray Inka E and some other color. Inka Ease is basically experimentations and explorations in ink. I call them Inka Ease. And I did an olive green, and from this video I kind of went whole hog. I would say this has been an olive green year. I love olive green. Absolutely love olive green. That was one of my favorites. Of course, I showed you Razzmatazz already. Anyway, oh, and this one. This was one of my favorites to write with, Robert Oster Detox. The next one up is a friend swap. This was, oh, this was Aisha. I forgot we swatched. I love these colors. Absolutely love. This is my favorite out of all of them. I've used this quite a bit, and I have only a little bit left. And I, of course, olive green. What can I say? Olive green. And then we went to, I participated in 8 pen questions. I think Simone and I want to say Leanne Likes, apologize if that's not the correct person. I think it is. They put this around. So many people volunteered to actually do an 8 pen questions video. I'll put that link to that in the video in the description box. So anybody who wants to look at that can see, look at them all. But these were the inks that answered some of the questions that were asked. This is Colorverse Docto. Colorverse Docto is one of my favorite, absolute, what the heck, favorite ink. I don't know what it is about this color. I love it so much. Look at that shading. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, anyway, I love these so much. Love this color so much. I got it first in an ink flight that I actually bought a little mini bottle of it. So cool. And then I had a, I got into mixing inks. I haven't mixed inks in a long while, in months, but I got into mixing inks and I got some inks to mix. I love these. These are so pretty, really nice. And then I got 3 inks because I was looking for an ink to replace Haho Mask. Let's see if I can find it. I fell in love with Haho Mask, this one here, and I was looking for something because it came in a sample. I was looking for something to replace it, and I thought Moonstone would have done it. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's not it. This has become an all-time favorite, and I don't use this. I think I used it one time, did not use it again. And then I got gifted like 50 ink samples. Now granted, some of these inks were inks that she'd used and she had left and she didn't know what to do with, and rather than waste them, she gave them to me. And literally there are 2 pages of inks that I wanted to do here. I love how this looks. I love the color. I love the, oh jeez. I do love color. That's one of the things that I remember about quilting. I love the colors that I could get. Anyway, this. And then second part, this. And I was supposed to do something here, but I never did. I wanted to do something. Lamy Violet Blackberry. Look at that color. Lamy is just like, that sheen is freaking awesome. Look at that. Some of these I kept. Some of these I moved on to others who might have wanted it. So not all of these are still with me. A lot of them are though. And then I went to, who is this? Someone, who did I swap with? Oh, I swapped with a friend in my Ko-fi page. I swapped with Tom, and these are the inks I chose and he sent me. We did a Birmingham Pen Co swap. Oh my gosh, love these. I definitely wanted Tesla Coil. I don't think I've written with this one, and I haven't written with this one. I think all the others at one point, not for very long, I've written with. That Tesla Coil is freaking awesome. And then I had Nibs Grind by Kirk Spear, and I wanted to record it, so I put it in here. I had my TWSBI Indigo Bronze, which the original nib was a broad, and now it writes with a cursive smooth italic. And then I had my TWSBI Diamond 580. The original nib was a fine, and I had that ground into a Concord, which is the one that looks like a beak, a bird's beak, the one that goes down, as opposed to Fude, which goes up. So this one is Concord. And then I heard that one of the ways to do a pen unboxing was to make sure that the ink was the sure one, so that the nib, you knew what the nib was going to do, or you knew how the nib was going to act because of the ink. And so I wanted to test out blues, because my favorite inks, my favorite by far inks to write with has always been a blue. So I knew I'd be testing with blues. And so I got these 4 in to test. And the one I use, as of this recording, the one I use the most is Waterman Serenity Blue, because it's the most stable of all of them. Also, I love that sheen, you all. That sheen is freaking awesome. So the 4 blues are Waterman Serenity Blue, Lamy Blue, Octopus Fluids Ultramarine Blau, and Pilot Namiki. I haven't used Pilot Namiki in a while, but it's too light for me. I used these 2, and then I just gravitated to only using Waterman Serenity Blue. And then I wanted to see them on different papers. So this paper is Tomoe River paper. Nice. And this is Maruman Nemesin, I don't know what the word is. And this is Rhodia Dot Pad. The blues, the colors that I like, the papers that I like that showcase the ink that best showcases the ink for me are these 2, Tomoe River and Dot Pad. And of course, this paper is Midori. I love how it shows up here. The Nemesin. Alrighty, next, what did I do? This is another friend swap. Who is this? Amber. I swapped inks with Amber. Thank you, Amber. These were mainly, this is when I was in my BPC, Birmingham Pen Company, mixing. I haven't done any, and as I said, I haven't done any ink mixing for a little while, and I didn't do ink mixing to do a bottle of it, to a sample of it. I just mixed and played on the paper. And you guys haven't seen that because I haven't showcased that yet. I just wanted to play. I really just wanted to play without having to think of how it would be presented. So that's coming next year. Anyway, this one, I saw my Dandelion Diaries. She did these inks, 30 inks. She did inks and she included these. And I'm like, I have to have these 7 that listens. I love these inks. So good. These are one of the inks when I swaps and I show people my list of inks that I have, because these are bottles. Invariably someone picks at least 1 or 2 of these inks to swap with, because they're just really gorgeous. Okay, next one up is what I read, listened, and this is a video that this is a video that I recorded, but I never uploaded. And this is what I read, what I listened to, and what I watched whilst I was doing 30 inks, or 30 inks, because 30 inks was like minuscule in the morning, and I upload that video, and then I wouldn't do anything more. So I got to do a lot of this. Yes. Oh yeah, these are the ones I love to watch. Oh my God, that's such a good book. Okay, these are 2 good books. That one, A Clean Kill by Stephen Concoli. That was really good. Okay, and then in August, I did an ink haul, because I'm so enamored with Colorverse inks, and I had to get my Haho mask. I had to get my Haho mask because I love that ink. And I got a few others. I've used this one, I've used this one, I've used this one, I've used this one. These are the only 2 I haven't used in a pen yet. That's okay. And they were I did this baggy swatch, but they were so in your face that I had to put a paper over it. They were, to me, they're competing with the page here. And I didn't want it to compete. It really looks like lots of stuff, just lots. So I covered that up. Humpback Whale is a blue, a dark, 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 beautiful, gorgeous. Let's do a close-up of that one. Beautiful, gorgeous blue. So nice. I need to use Camellia. And then I had a friend swap. I swapped with Corinna, and oh my goodness, that's when I fell in love with these two. These two more than any others. This is Robert Roran Klingner Alt Goldgrün. And why? Because it's olive green. What more can I say? That one. And then fell in love with Thurso Press Queen and Castle. Oh my word. Look at that shimmer. Can we see the pinkish? There we go. Whoop. Don't. Show the people. Show the people. Show the people. Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, that's where I got Red Dragon from. I saw a Red Dragon in my sample tray and I'm like, where did I get this from? I got it in this swap. I do like that, the White Rabbit. I love how that writes. I haven't used this one. Yazakura. I haven't put that in a pen yet. And it's gorgeous. I'm wondering how it compares to, what was the one that December currently inked? Oh, it's totally different than Rambling Rose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I thought they might have been alike. I discovered Tom's Studio Ink Haul, and I discovered Tom's Studio inks, and I had to do a haul. There's actually a video of this. Most of these are videos anyway, and I love the inks. I totally dislike how this came out swatch, but that's a me thing. That's not a you thing. That's totally a me thing. This is the one that I'm absolutely in love with Rambling. I even think it looks differenter, more different than, does it? I think it looks almost darker here. It looks white, lighter, not white. I don't think I've used any other of these. Anyway, Pelican Hub inks. These are the inks. This is 2024 Pelican Edelstein Golden Lapis. This is that blue with the gold shimmer throughout. That's just gorgeous. And it has a sheening property around the edges. I don't know if I can get that red. I'm hoping as I turn it that you can see the red. I have a little camera that sits over here because the screen on my DSLR camera is just too small. So I have a little monitor over here, and as I'm doing it, I'm looking at the monitor to see, and sometimes it shows, sometimes it doesn't. So there is that. The other inks I got two inks. I won this ink, Octopus Fluid Sea Serpent. It's a beautiful blue with a deep red shimmer. There we go. That's that. And then the 2024 Pelican Rose Quartz. I got this from, I think, this Shelter, or No Kill Shelter, Ink Shelter. This is Pelican Hub's 2023 ink, which at the next meeting, one of my friends gifted me a bottle of this. What? So I have this bottle, and this is a smaller bottle of these two, but I have these two in bottles. I'm so excited about that. Alrighty, this was the notes I took on the 5 more swatching tools. That's the second video that went up, and the tools I used were, remember the marble? Do you remember? If you haven't seen, you need to see this one because this is fascinating. Marble, the bread clip. I love the bread clip, and then the particular knives, the palette knife, and the pocket knife, and a couple others. Calligraphy nib, the round calligraphy nib, and then the back of a glass tip pen, or a muddler. That's what these are. And these were the inks I used. Diamine Pumpkin. I changed the inks from the first one to the second one. Sailor Manual Fuji, BPC Tesla Coil, and Troublemaker Copper Patina. And looking at how these inks did with these, fascinating experiment. I do love to experiment with the inks. Alrighty, and then there's November 30 inks. No clue why I put it here. It should have been up here, there, but anyway. And then I call this one second, I'm going to cough. this one Random Acts of Kindness because there were inks that I got gifted and there are inks that I got gifted. So these were gifts. No, they were all gifts. Yeah, I got gifted in different ways. That's what it was. This was that bottle of ink I mentioned before. This is Pelican Rose Quartz. And so I wanted to swatch that. And these two were gifted. This is a friend of mine, Vanessa. She actually used mica chips, mica flakes in this one. She did this experiment herself. And she gave me the sample of it. I took the sample. And this is Urbain Verdigris. And that's with mica. That is not with shimmer. That's with mica. That's kind of cool. And then these were gifted to me by someone else. This was really, I love this. And I love that I called it Random Acts of Kindness because it was just kind of people just to let me have some inks. So there you go. And then I did this, the third swatching video was tools that I adopted. And I got, just before I recorded this video, I got Wearing Gold Path, the ink, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to swatch rather than do, where is it? Rather than do 4, I decided to do 1 ink and all of these. This is the folded nib. Folded nib is one of my favorites. This is the cotton swab. I no longer use the cotton swab. I retired it. This is the round nib. And this is the Jinhao glass dip pen. This is how I get a medium medium style. And then this one is the Pilot Iro Itsushi. This is how I get a fine writing. So these are the two I use depending upon what I'm doing. Yeah, anyway, yeah. This is the round nib. This is the spoon. And then, of course, one of my favorites, that's the baggie. I love how this came out. It looks so plain and bare, but I love how it came out. And then Colorverse Calendar, and I did Colorverse Calendar in 3 batches, 3 recordings, and I'll leave that link as well. I did the Colorverse only came in 24 as opposed to Diamine, which comes with 25 inks. And I decided to do 8 inks, swatch 8 inks at a time. And so this is batch number 1. So part 1 has all of these 8 inks. I can honestly say, well, I did use this one. I'm looking to say, honestly, none of these are favorites, but I did use Colorverse Killanova and I liked it. That's about it. This is batch number 2. And there were things in here like Sunbeam. Oh my word. I'm absolutely in awe of this. I'm finally finding yellows that work for me. They are not true yellows. They are more in the greenish yellow. That's a gorgeous one. This is the word I had to look up, occultation. I could not figure out what that word meant. I just couldn't figure it out. And then for 3, this is batch 3 or part 3. I loved each one of these. This one is called White Hole. And I'm like, how are you going to portray a white hole? And look at it. The thing about this Colorverse Calendar was you had 3 grays. Why would we want 3 grays? I mean, come on, Portuguese Meteor. Look at that color. Look at that. And Colorant Christmas Star. That was a good day 24. Really good day 24. And then this is the pen awards. These were my top pens for the year, and each one of them got an award. Like the cutest, most adorable pocket pen, and then the favorite, least expensive pen, my Hongdian M2. What? Yes, and for the 2nd time in a row, Leonardo went Most Asbestos Pen Award, aka Best of Show. There you go, pen awards. And then, oh no, my top 12 inks I got in here. I love this page, mainly because it has my top 12 inks. These are my favorites. palettes. I love these. Oh my God. These are, this is still inked up. Birmingham Interstellar Bronze. Anybody else is still inked up? Sunbeam is still inked up. Yeah, these two are still inked up. Look at Umbrage. Look at Umbrage. Umbrage is just this gorgeousness of lavender and purple and pink and oh my gosh. And there you go. I told you, Doctor made it. Doctor was one of the top 12, and then Bah Humbug. Top 10, not top. Oh, top 12. I have top 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 12. Oh, why did I think I had top 10? I don't know what. Did I put top 10 in the name, in the video name? I might have put top 10. I'll probably need to go and change that. There's 12 inks. Why did I? All this time I'm thinking it's top 10. Anyway, and that's it. I have one more video to swatch, but mainly that's all the paper that's left. Anyway, so there you go. That was my 2024 swatch book for the whole year. All that gorgeous, gorgeous color. What I did is I actually recorded the videos, all of the journals in one video, and I decided to separate them. Look for the other journals that I used, the other notebooks rather, that I used in 2024, coming right soon, directly, right behind this one. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I thoroughly enjoyed showcasing this flip through. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun going through all that I did. It's not a lot, but it's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Let's go into 2025 as a group of Grace video aficionados. There you go. Anyway, take care. Bye.